Hi everyone, I'm Patrizia and welcome to another channeled message from my book, The Chosen One, titled Christ My Father. The Christ my Father, a Nazarene, born of the royal house of David to reveal his healings and teachings to the Holy Land and beyond. Ultimately, his knowledge of pure source was to reveal and teach that God resides in us all, and that our entire existence over many centuries and thousands of lifetimes is intrinsically linked to eventually embrace an evolvement and a sustainable of a future and a wondrous transcendent of life on earth. Without this evolvement, we simply cease to exist. Our planet and mother universe is dramatically shifting. Earth's energy grids no longer support our previous life and the expulsion of energy in the former way. We are ascending, and this process has been coming into reality over thousands of years. The Ascension Master, Teacher, Healer, and Great Master Jesus, the Christ, professes the time draws near. During my incarnation, a large majority saw me as a heretic, a lunatic. But my words, my presence, and my power would emanate from my heart as depicted in many artistic forms. This would link me directly to God, ensuring that at first a few, then many, then a great masses understood and felt the presence of a Lord through a God of love, not manipulation, not narcissism. The seed was laid, which was most important as a taste, to ensure that each and every human born thereafter was encoded with the reality of love as truth. This truth being that love is the only true desire of us all. Guilt or regret has no viable use today, as you have moved significantly past the former entrapments and karmic lessons to provide progression. We can now do this with a fully engaged heart, with a desire to love as your reason and just cause. With joy, we acknowledge that 2,000 years later, we live within a society which allows more freedom to express and live out this truth. It is a necessary introduction to the next process for human existence. Again, without encompassing this newly integrated pattern and embracing it with compassion and love for self and for one another, the healing and changes to the old beliefs cannot occur. My family, my lineage, and our beloved God. We are at the forefront of such enormous change, but thankfully, at this time, without the monumental physical wars against truth. The areas of wiring, power, and manipulation, starvation, etc. on this planet will diminish, and it will be very quick when this occurs, as it will be an act of universal correction. I guide you so much and reveal as you inquire. I will show you the steps you need to take. The re-emergence and revelation of the bloodline and her soul purpose followers will be not without reaction, but nothing you cannot handle. Jerusalem provides you with further clarity and verification of your lineage and past. The holy city traced my footsteps to Egypt, where I followed my ancestors and learned of ancient teachings of esoteric medicine, healings, and doctrine. Within the physical plane and spiritual level, this anchored me in my former, present, future existence, which was wonderful at that time. We all must understand our past to know our future. However, there are many people still engaged in the highly speculative thought forms who are disconnected to their heart's truth. Earth life was a heavy and unconvincing process in that time, and even thousands of years later. There are still those who are not elevated their consciousness. This is mainly due to the fear they harbor of all pending freedom and responsibility that they have never formally experienced in body. In the current personalities and ego self does not allow the release of these fears, their energy bodies and physical body will not be able to maintain or sustain healthily. In the expansion of this current frequency, it simply cannot be so. Languedoc in the southern region of France has your genetics and encoded strongly. Here, you will learn more about your mother, your people, and where your bloodline extended to. As it was, the beauty and the magic of the secrets were to be protected and revealed to the earth when she was ready to learn. So may years into the future, many, many courageous and beautiful souls stood in devotion and dedication to hide, protect, and even move when necessarily the treasures of our existence. The divine truth of this immaculate life, we would assign and include many people to see the survival of the Holy Grail. For when the time comes and the next level of consciousness emerges, and Earth is ready to accept her role and her reason. We are the new revelations of the old. There is a higher consciousness which is ready to be born, and you will be the chosen ones to deliver it. Research, retrace, and reveal, and a new perspective. Your life here and now is so very exciting. As you express fear, you will fear not, as this is their residue and there is no threat. You are strong and vital, as you have always been. More, much more will be revealed all in time. With joy in my heart, joy is infinite. And I ask you all to imagine the earth with a blue light around it. Amen. Share, subscribe, and like, and visit my website for all up-and-coming workshops and events. Till our next story, God bless.